name is Ina Lombard. I started MotoGirl just over 3 years ago now. The reason why I started MotoGirl is it's really just been an idea. It's been an idea that I had in my mind for a long time. But everybody always said to me that there's no market for MotoGirl, girl clothing in motorcycle industry. And I asked a few bike shops and they said the same to me. So I decided, you know what, I'm still going to do it. I'm going to start it on the sideline. So I continued working in the city, and I got Ellen to come and help me and work for me full time. And I was working in the city. So that's how it really started. Very quickly, actually, we saw that we are selling more stuff. There's always problems in the market with finding some women clothing. So, for example, the leg length with the protection not sitting at the same place. You'll always hear girls say that they're riding in men's jackets. So one of the first things I did was I made a Kevlar legging. We invested quite a lot of money in terms of looking at materials, etc. But we tried to find solutions, which there weren't, things like the different leg lengths and also a high waist, because the high waist is quite important, because most of the jeans and stuff, when you get there, you have to put a belt around your waist, and normally you show your bum. So so we decided to make the high waist, and soon people just ask us, can we do more? Can we make other clothing? So we decided to look at jackets. We've got a textile jacket and some leather jackets. We also made some jeans, some high-waisted jeans. And with everything that we do, we make 13 sizes in trousers. Multiply that with 3, so 39 sizes in a design. We've got 3 different designs with our leggings. We've got our jean design, and we always have 39 sizes. And that is, you can have a UK 14 tall or a UK 14 short or a regular. And we've been, and if I'm honest with you, that we probably sell just as many talls and petites or shorts as we sell regulars. So it was really, and a lot of people are so happy to find, a lot of girls are so happy to find trousers which finally, where the protection sits at the right place. So and that makes it worthwhile, and it makes me happy. What makes us different is that we live on feedback. We go out to the community. We talk to people. If I give you an example, when I'm looking at, and I come up with this idea of something I want to develop, I love the designing, and then I need to put it all together, but then making it fit, making it comfortable. Now, we have a group, we call them the MotoGirl Phoebes. We have around 26 or 25, 26 people in the group. So when we launch, or just before we launch, we send these products to our Phoebes. These girls are daily commuters. They are people who's constantly maybe at training schools. They are racing. They have, most of them have a bike or two in any way. So they live on their bikes. They know what's comfortable. Some have been riding for 30 years. Some have been riding only for 4 years. We also have a couple of ladies who's pillions, and we send them a package with something to test for us, and they would maybe ride around for the weekend, or and then I send them a questionnaire where I look at 3 different things. I want to know from them the fitting, how does it feel, comfortable. We also have in a group the different leg lengths, so you can test is the protection in the right place, etc. And also if we bring out let's say it's a waterproof jacket, or we bring out a summer garment or winter garment, it needs to be tested in that season. And that makes us different because we spend a lot of time and effort to get it right. The reason why we do it, it's easy to go out and get something if you're a size, let's say 6, maybe up to a size 16. It's very hard. It gets harder. If you're really tiny, we do from UK size 4. A lot of girls struggle to find stuff. And then we also go up from a size extra large up to 5XL, actually, our larger sizes. And it makes a huge difference because we spend time with the people. We don't use global sizing. We work with the girls to get a comfortable fit. Some of our products go maybe twice in a year. We will change a fit if we get feedback. I remember with the leggings, some girls were saying, we had Velcro on the knees, and they were saying, oh, it hurts us, and we changed it. And then we let people know we've changed it. So those type of things. So what makes us different is we go out and communicate with people. I do that myself with the biker, with the ladies riding motorcycles. Secondly, we can change things very easily. If we just hear there's 3 people saying this is uncomfortable, I go ahead, I change it. Next batch, it's changed. So we can react quite quickly on that. Another thing that makes us different is that we only specialize in women's clothing. We don't do male clothing, although we have some guys wearing our leggings. We have quite a few guys wearing our leggings, but we mainly focus on the women market because there's not a lot of there out for the ladies, where like with the guys there's a lot more stuff. So PPE regulation, new regulation, we take very seriously. But it's not only to bring out safety clothing, it's also to give the consumer, the girls who's buying from us, actually the peace of mind that they don't have to listen to MotoGirl who say this will save your skin in a crash. It's a third-party lab that tested, and it's not only for abrasion that it's getting tested. It's from abrasion to the seams of the garment. It's also the tear strength of the garment. So when you have a garment that is A-rated or AA or AAA rated, you know that garment is good quality. And it's a brand that they can trust. MotoGirl are testing all of our gear. We use Sartre within the UK to do all our testing. We work very close with them, actually. We have a seminar later this month, which we are going to be joining them to go through the final stages of regulation. They give also a lot of market information for us around that. But they've been great for helping us with all the testing, because there's technical files you need to complete. There's a lot of things that I didn't think about actually earlier, but now it's very good to actually be able to jump in the car, go to Sartre, say, what do I do? I've got three jackets. They're 3 colors. Do I need 3 tests? Or with our leggings, we've got a rib design. We've got a plain knee and a zip design. You know, does it have 1 test or 3 tests? You know, but to come back to your question, MotoGirl takes it very seriously. We hope to, in the next 3 months, have all our clothes certified. We try to aim for always a AA rate. Our jeans, if we're looking at some summer version jeans, Even though our zone 1 area, and that's all the impact areas, and zone 2 areas, we could probably pass a double A. We're only going for an A because for a summer garment, the zone 3, we're not going to line with Kevlar. So, but apart from our jeans and our jeggings for summer, we're going to aim to do all our gear double A or even triple A if we can get that. I think my eyes has opened in the industry to a lot of things that people do to sell clothing as protective clothing in the market. I've heard so many stories. I've talked to so many people. You see people using a very low GSM material or Kevlar and sell it off as Kevlar jeans or Kevlar leggings. But if you look at that quality of it, and you can actually take the Kevlar and see through it, and you can see that it's a very low GSM, you know that that might not even pass an A rate or not even pass at all, because it can't give you the seconds that you need if you are in a crash. I also see that you know, a lot of people out there, I've been warned by a lot of factories actually, have a look at the, make sure that you buy from an actual registered company. We only buy from DuPont Kevlar. We get a license for the batch so that we have also our guarantee that it's proper DuPont Kevlar manufactured by DuPont Kevlar. Hence the reason we use the Kevlar, DuPont Kevlar in our gear. But a lot of people will color polyester, even yellow, and sell it off as Kevlar. So when some people phone us up and they say, oh, but I can get Kevlar leggings or Kevlar jeans from eBay for 40 quid or 30 pound. Now we can't even manufacture or buy our Kevlar for that. So then you know, okay, you know, go ahead. You know that that's not going to be very good quality. So for all the leggings that we actually have these hip protection, which you can insert actually on the inside of the garment. So there's a little pocket on the inside. I'll just turn these upside down. So you've got a nice hip protection pocket. And we searched a long time for protectors to use. And one of the reasons why we use these is, one, they were level 2, but also they're flexible. They don't make women's hips look huge. And they sort of mold to your body as well. So you can, when you insert them, you don't really see them or feel them really on the outside. So you can see that they sort of mold to your body. And then if I turn these again inside out, you will probably hardly notice them. So there you can see that we've got the protection and a sort of mold to the body. So I would probably say when we started 3 years ago, I've not seen as many choice as I'm seeing now on the market. Women, there's increased numbers of women, tremendous increase of women riding motorcycles now. They reckon it's, I think, 14 or up to 19% now. And I do think the market is listening. I do think that large brands are bringing out much more clothing for women. I can see now that a lot of people are bringing out different leg lengths. So that's really good to see. I don't know if they saw that we were doing it and then brought it out, but that's also good. I think it is difficult for some of the larger, bigger brands because maybe they don't have the same approach as we have, where we actually work with 20 girls and take the time. it takes me about 3 weeks or sometimes 4 weeks to post it to the three people in a size, you know, short, regular, tall, for them to feel comfortable, fitted, give me feedback. You know, so it's a time-consuming way of doing it, but at least we know we can get it right. But I would probably say with the reason why other brands don't do as much women gear is probably, I'm trying to think, it's a very good question actually. And probably because still 80% are male orientated in the market. So I think, but I do think there is much more choice than there was before. But I do also think that a lot of times when a jacket, specifically up to 5XL, is developed, they are developed on global sizing, which gives, women are differently built. Women have a bigger chest and a waist and maybe, you know, the hip area. It doesn't mean their arms get longer or their arms get much bigger. And I think that is one of the huge problems we have with women's clothing. What we do with our clothing is on the trousers, we always start with UK 4, going up to a UK 28, 3 different leg lengths, short, regular, and tall. And in our jackets, we usually do extra small, and we go up to 5XL. One of the aims of our clothing is actually that you can wear it off the bike as well. So it's on the bike and off the bike. We had the leather jackets that launched, and we had probably about, let's say, up to 10 people almost just buying it to wear it out. They take the protection out and they just use it as a jacket. I myself go to the pop of the jacket. I would say the customer base of MotoGirl is from vintage riders, cruisers, adventure riders, sports bike riders. I sometimes wondered myself, you know, which specific, but we've got everybody, because you can use it on a cruiser, on adventure. I even have girls wearing it off-road because it gives you that good protection. But it's I think that's about it. It's a difficult question though. Mm-hmm. For our customers, we have on our website, motorgirl.co.uk, we have a stockist locator. They can type in their country or their postcode and they can get the nearest stockist close to them. We are very lucky to have around 18 countries stocking our MotoGirl gear. From Australia, New Zealand, France, Germany, Spain. We've got Finland, Slovenia, Sweden, UK, South Africa, and also in the US. We have our clothing available. MotoGirl will never become the next Alpine Star or the next Dainese. That's not what we plan for MotoGirl. MotoGirl will always have a small collection of jackets, trousers, you know, maybe gloves and other items. But what we bring out is usually small. I don't want to say that it is limited edition everything, because it's not, but our t-shirt is usually limited edition, but all the other things, it will just be probably a few jackets, few trousers, and we will change it, and we will bring out new stuff and new things on the market. For MotoGirl, for me, MotoGirl is all about innovation, to do something different, to produce a different garment. So, So just bringing out things that there is not on the market, which will help us girls when we do traveling, etc., etc. We definitely need to expand and get a few more staff, because me and Ellen is sort of jack of all trades. We both do finance, marketing, packing the warehouse, unpacking. So I would love to get more people on board, so that I can spend a little bit more time designing, rather than packing the boxes and sending them off. I always was into sports bikes. So I started off, my first bike was an RGV 250, a VJ21, upgraded to the VJ23, which was actually electric start. Loved my little Suzuki. Um, then I got a Kawasaki ZX6 just because I loved the green color. It was a bit top heavy for me with the exhaust coming out at the back. So I drove for a test ride GSXR, and I was in love again, Suzuki. So I got a GSXR 750, loved the bike, then decided I was in a few little crashes with off-roading, and I decided I'm now feeling like a sort of a, vintagey bike, or sort of so I went for a Triumph T100, which came up, and loved the bike. But I would say it's hard to say. It all depends on the mood. We go off-roading. I like vintage bikes. I like sports bikes. I currently ride a KTM 790 for the summer. Next year I'll probably change. My first naked bike, actually. And I'm really enjoying it. I love it. I only went out a couple of times so far, but absolutely love it. But also like off-roading. I've got a CRF 250, which I keep in Africa when I want to go and ride there. And got a KTM 200, which sometimes I just take out. And I have a small little Beamish. I can't remember if it's 300 or 200. I think it's 300. Small Beamish, which I just got, which I'm going to do the Milan Mile. I've entered to do the race. Or my husband entered me, but anyway.